Oakfather's blessings to you. Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the Grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Cleric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
On my way.
My friend! How do you fare?
should mind my step. Need to find a way forward.
Safe. For now.
If not over, then through.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course. May you keep balance.
Very well.
You're the only one still dawdling here. We need some quiet.
Master Halson's past his prime. It might be time for another.
I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving.
If it had been up to Korga, they would never have been here at all.
We cannot restore balance to the grove while you continue loitering. Please leave. Make it quick. You're disrupting the harmony of this holy place.
Our guests are finally gone. I thought they'd never leave.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Goblins at our gates. You spared us a nightmare.
How much farther can I go?
I hope we learn from this. We have to.
Something's on my mind.
Some normalcy can return to the Grove at last.
Moving in.
We're okay. I feel like we can finally breathe. Thank you.
These boots have seen everything.
Safe travels. You will be remembered here.
What path lies before me? Time to press ahead.
I'm not singing your praises. You and the tieflings brought violence to this place. It wasn't our fight. You dragged us into it.
I pray your road is safe. If only I could walk it myself.
Thanks to you, the Grove is whole again. Halson will guide us forward, and Korga's heart will heal. I have full faith in that.
The frog croaks a friendly eep. Curious, the frog leans in, ribbiting softly. The frog croaks loudly, pleased.
One day I'll catch a break. Time to press ahead. With haste. Good here, I hope. Breathe deep.
More are coming.
That voice. Do you hear it too?
They're coming. They're coming.
Control your thoughts. It seems I'm not the only one listening.
They're coming. You're coming.
Very well.
Is your end.
Rough tempest I will raise. gentlemen. I will be but an illusion.
Let's get going.
Ready and willing.
Ignorance breeds madness.
Looking ahead. Be wary. This place is trapped. At least things have stayed interesting. What's inside? Another step forward.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sings many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision, your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
I can neither mend skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you. Fungus and mold glaze the grotesque creature's face and body. A voice drifts into your mind as you gaze upon the misshapen servant.
Leave this one. Come to me. We must speak.
So much for harmony. These creatures sting. Yes, they're hardly prime physical specimens. They could barely raise a staff, never mind a greatsword.
Have to keep going. What part?
Don't. Dwega! Slashed me! Poison! Myconids. Oh, took pity on me. Sound, lads. Especially since the Greys gave him hell for it.
These Myconids are the welcoming sort. At least where blubbering gnomes are concerned.
Greys, don't share. Talking hurts. Leave me. Please.
Like dwarves, Dwagar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? No arguments there. Felt like a hook horror was sorting through my guts. But... that cure did the trick. Quick, sharp too. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh! Cole's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue my kin. Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwagar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while, I swear. Fine. It's complicated, but my clan has trouble back in the city. A blood feud. We were searching for something to turn the tide. That's all I can say. But it's worth a lot to us. Understand? Look, you've done me a good turn and you deserve the truth. But that's as much of it as I can tell, I swear it. If you need to go your own way, I respect that, but still, I'm asking. Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwagar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
swift as my feet can carry me.
What is the creature doing to those
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh Talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwarf, dark dwarves, chopping Myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwarf invaders near Lake's edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwarf invaders? We can manage that. Better than picking this fight, surely.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwarf.
The Dwarf seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song. An illusion comes over you. A Dwarf choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
I can spare you no warrior. Too many were lost. But accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
Fungus and mold glaze the servant's face and body. Through music and vision, the Sovereign reveals its origins. You see a frothing Dwarf, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young Myconid. The frightened Myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the Dwarf. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the Sovereign.
Light on my feet. I need a quick word.
No peace. Cleanse the rot.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people? Like I said, save my kin. And if you kill any Dwarf, you won't see any tears from me. Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow recovery's still a recovery.
If not over, then through.
In nocte concilium.
The corpse twitches in response to the spell, and you note its delicate filaments. It had been merely a child. Like its living counterparts, the corpse speaks in your mind.
A sprout. Burn. Great wars. Hurt. 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 No. Death. No death. Floating, knowing, seeing, hearing, all together, never apart. To grow, to know, to be one with the circle.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Perhaps Omeluum is right. I should get a mask. Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than the fungi. Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a Githyanki here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omeluum!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
Geich, your head will make a fine trophy for my queen.
Please, hold. I understand your rage against my kin. My species has terrorized the Underdark for countless generations. But I assure you, I stand with the Society of Brilliance, not the colonies of my people.
An almost childlike joy enters Omeluum's ichor-laced eyes.
Open your mind to me, friend. Let us see what lurks within.
As Omeluum's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma. I intend no disrespect, but one can only heal so much of their own brain tissue. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illicid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea. There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh tongue of madness and Timisk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timisks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory. My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact. In nature, of course. But I imagine the nearby Cleric's tower may also grow them. The occupant was obsessed with magical plants, Susabark and the like. But no matter their source, I will take the mushrooms. May your travels be safe and swift.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years. This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict. The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with astral travelers. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. I observe the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handle themselves well enough. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well. I have mushrooms to catalog.
I have never seen anything like it, Blur. Is my species evolving?
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
It simply shouldn't be possible. I greet you, child of the stars. How has your search for the mushrooms fared? I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected. In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains. He required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who act against the Society's goals. Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes? A tongue of madness and the spores from a Timusk mushroom. You may find them in nature, or the nearby Cleric's tower. Be cautious. Those that have taken root are quite dangerous.
On my way. Best be on my way.
You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Baelan's his name. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
right. Never mind. My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it. Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
I have the magic touch.
Eager for battle.
Well? Right now. Waiting for my idiot husband's return. Lest you've seen him, we don't have much to discuss. Like I told you already, I'm waiting for that lummox Baelan. The rest is my own business. I reckon it might be enough to cover rent.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker, far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying Myconid corpses.
Dwarf destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard a song. You need to cleanse the Dwarf rot. I need to join you. I am the danger, and I am the cure. They erased my people. I will erase theirs. In death, your foe becomes your ally. I will erase it. You may command it. Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
Something's on my mind. Maybe I need more pockets.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone. Your call echoes as it plunges downward before gradually fading away.
Need to find a way forward. Swift as my feet can carry me.
That's a Susa tree.
Sharp.
These things drain away one's magic.
It's still fresh.
Shouldn't linger here.
Some monster did this. Marking its territory. Light on my feet. A long way to go still.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
Like its eyes only. Time to press ahead.
Stop! Stop!
Bibberbang!
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores, highly flammable.
I know that! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere! Yes! That's... yes! I'm fine. I just have to... And then... here!
It alibi! Path lies before me.
Ah! Right, as... what were you saying? I was looking for... Dereth. She'll be worried sick. I must... need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough. Please, Baelan's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it. Love? Never heard of it. Baelan's meek now, but he used to be a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me. Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss. Probably. But Baelan in his right mind wasn't worth half of noble stock. I know him better than anyone. Got the scars to prove it.
Worthless. Think, Baelan, think!
Swift as my feet can carry me.
My friend, Bibberbang. Curious, beautiful, but dangerous. Next time,
more careful next time, for certain. Thank you for your help. Me too, yes. Very glad. Someone's got to look after Derek. Anyway, what do you say? Noble stock. Yes, Derek needs noble stock. Mushroom. Good stuff. And the ledge. Yes, I was on a ledge. Crumbled to bits. And I tumbled down. Mushroom. Powerful. Dirith wants it for a brew. She's very good, my Dirith. Very good at a brew. The shop. The shop needs all we find. Bone cloaks. Baldur's Gate. Anything sourced here. Very high rate of profit.
One day I'll catch a break.
70 years of terror. For what?